when we are like that, we'll stop the enemy. All over the country, you don't have to ask him to stop police brutality. We stop it ourselves when we feel each other's pain.
Political war, they can't kill us all. Keep your eyes open, stay awake. Political war, keep your eyes open, stay awake.
Fucking hair.
It's
back
so
off.
beautiful.
Back off. Back
But
off.
the
I don't
hair
wanna
is
hear anything.
beautiful.
Yeah.
The hair is
back
so
off.
beautiful.
Back off. Back off.
It's
I don't want to hear
beautiful.
anything. Back off. Back off my.
It's so beautiful.
Back the off for my pocket. Yeah. Let me take this off.
I would.
Let me take this off.
It seems to be a problem.
Yeah, because I'm ready.
You're ready for what?
No one's coming inside my house.
Jesus.
No one's coming inside my house.
I'll wait
dare
out
you
here.
guys.
I'll wait out here.
I dare.
You dare? You dare?
You
You dare?
Oh yeah.
Dare
I
what?
double
What do you
dare.
do?
I dare. I double dare.
What do you double
Yeah,
dare?
what you guys gonna do? You guys gonna scare me?
That TV show has been off.
It's
been off for
Yeah.
long.
Come on. Let's have it. Let's have it.
Have what are we gonna have?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
What do you
know.
make
Find
it?
out. You want to find out?
Well, if you don't know, how the hell are we gonna know?
Oh shit, me. You're
The
the
lawyer's
fucking
back.
door.
No, you weren't calling your lawyer.
Yeah,
Idiot.
don't worry about it, idiot, because he's coming.
Who?
How about that?
Your lawyer
My
coming?
lawyer's coming. Yeah.
Your lawyer makes house calls?
Oh no, it's better when he comes to see because he's the witness. How about
It's better when he comes to see. How often?
Oh, yeah.
How often do you have negative police interactions?
Oh, this is the first time.
But your lawyer comes as a
The
witness.
first time. Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. This is the first time. The first for everything, right?
There is
me
a
back
first for
up.
everything.
Back up. Back up. Everybody just back the up. Back
I
the
can't
up.
do
Don't touch me.
That's
I
enough.
can't do that. What's your first name?
Back up. Back the fuck up. Okay. All right. Fine. That's
Call
fine.
the police or whatever you're gonna do.
No.
Is that an adding machine? Did you see her typing on her phone like an adding machine?
Oh, wait for my house. Yeah.
You want me to hold this?
You find anything? You guys didn't find anything around here. Are you gonna find drugs? Oh, guns. Oh, the gun and the drugs are in the fridge?
Nope.
Oh, okay. You want something to eat? You want something to eat?
Sure. If you're
Oh,
offering.
yeah. Come check it out.
What do you got?
Oh, I got laces. I got some chips. I got some Doritos. Yeah. Can't find anything, huh?
Huh?
You guys are idiots.
I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't gone to
Yeah.
the bed.
Of course you wouldn't find
Excuse
anything,
me.
kids.
I got this bedroom over here, Pat. We should probably clear.
Sheriff's office, everybody inside, make yourself known!
Nobody.
Yeah, but see, I saw you talking to somebody.
Yeah, so what you see?
You moving your mouth like this?
Well, I'm sorry I can't get arrested for that.
No, but I know you were talking to someone.
Whoa. That's the easy
You're going to pay
option.
for that.
It would pay for what?
Pre-broken door?
Nope, it wasn't broken.
Oh, okay.
You're going to pay for that too.
Yeah. What to?
Should I just have Kobos
door?
find this guy? If I don't find an initial search. I'm having Kobos find him.
This is called harassment, and I cannot wait.
I guess you are
I can't wait
harassing.
to go to the judge and see what you're going to say. Move, you can't get any
either.
further at my house.
Yes, I can. You just assaulted
Idiot.
me. You assaulted
Yeah, sure. Get
You
the out of here.
You assaulted.
Get the
Stop
fuck outta
assaulting
here.
me.
Get the
Stop
fuck outta here.
assaulting
Get that
me.
shit out my
Stop
fucking face.
assaulting me.
Stupid.
You touched the wrong
Come on.
place and Pepper's gonna go off, or you're gonna hit my dog butt, and my dog's gonna jump out of the car and
Oh,
bite
okay.
you.
Where's the dog?
In the car? Oh, no.
Had to ask. You fucked up now. You fucked up.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
I don't know Malcolm and Will Man no more. The way they treating us, man, I don't know what to say, man. The way they just treated that woman and went up in that woman's house like that, pushing on her, pushed the door, walked in without a search warrant. Somebody you talking to somebody you talk to who the hell she want to talk to. I mean, it's Donald Trump got to go, man. Him and that whole cabinet. Father God, get him out of there. Ladies and gentlemen, we open up the John and Bonner Show. Thank you for coming on. It's just too much, man. We're going to give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. May God bless each and every one of you all. I'm glad to see Marcus. I'm glad to see Leslie, Catherine. All of you. Catherine, bring some on. Bring a commercial. Bring a clip. Let me get my spirit up. This thing here, man. What they just did to that sister, man. It's just too much. I mean, it's just too much. I mean, no search warrant, nothing. Going up on the bed in a refrigerator, I mean, we done become slaves all over again. Should have never been slaves from day one. So now here they go again. But Mr. Trump, you and them savages, keep going. Oh, I got something for you. I think you want to say something, Catherine.
Yeah, I was just going to talk about the next clip that I'm going to play. And oh gosh, here's me. Yeah, that one got me too. I didn't know fully where that was going.
Yeah, that took me. Here come Miss, go to Queen of Preview coming on. Bless her heart.
Well, we're not doing that one. So Miss Shirley, Beauty to the Streets. She's the CEO and founder of an organization that help support and take care of some of the homeless population in the Los Angeles area and in Las Vegas. And she's passed away. So I just wanted to play this tribute for her.
Las Vegas is dealing with a huge loss.
Social media influencer Shirley Raines, founder of Beauty to the Streets, has died. TMZ reports that Raines, also known as Miss Shirley, was found dead in her Henderson home yesterday. Fox 5 covered Miss Shirley's work back in 2024. She dedicated her life to giving back and feeding the unhoused, traveling back and forth from here to LA to do as much good as possible. And Fox 5's Victoria Saha joins us now in studio with how Las Vegas is remembering her.
With more than 1 million followers in social media, Ms. Shirley Raines let the world watch as she helped the most underserved communities. And to feed the most vulnerable, she relied on businesses to do their part.
What Shirley loved about our boards is that it didn't matter that it wasn't a board for a client, because we were making it for a very special client, and that was her clients.
Ms. Shirley Raines' clients were people who called the streets their home, bringing her mission, beauty to the streets, in every way possible.
Vegas used to be my party city like everybody else. Outside of the party and outside of the strip, I was shown another world. I saw the streets.
Fox 5 spoke with Raines back in 2024 as she split her time between Las Vegas and LA to feed the most vulnerable.
Burger first, okay? You okay, chicken or beef? Burger, please.
From the first time we met with her, it was pure joy.
Kim Groberg is the general manager of Boards and Grays. Every month, she and her team made 100 charcuterie boxes for Raines to give out.
It always was the same as if we were doing it for a paying customer. To see the joy that she brought to the people that she served, and knowing the pain and grief that she had gone through in her own personal life.
This past Christmas, Groberg's team surprised Raines with a treat of her own, their largest charcuterie board.
She said, I have purpose, but I don't really have happiness. But the happiness that she brought to all of the people that she served was just so inspiring. And so we wanted to do something for her.
Their last interaction was just earlier this month, and it's something that Groberg will cherish forever.
She said, I just want to thank you so much for the time that you and Cheryl put into putting these together.
Leaving behind a lasting legacy of purpose and service. Groberg tells me they were getting ready for a big Valentine's Day order for Raines, and they've been trying to get in touch with her but weren't able to. But they are determined to continue giving back to Beauty to the Streets. Kim?
I just want to play that to help, so that the Johnny Binder show could play tribute to her life and her mission and her vision and her purpose, because that's what we're all here for. That's what we're all here for. Service to one another.
We all here for that believe in God. You are 1,000% correct. People that really love God, that's what they're here for. So everybody ain't here for that, but most people that believe in God and believe in justice and believe in helping people that need help, and they got a couple of dollars. That's why the name of this show today is Justice Will Prevail. Mr. Trump. And the reckoning is coming. So that whole cabinet coming down, that whole cabinet. That's why I was telling Marcus, it won't last no 3 more years. Marcus, coming down now. 30 to 90 days, he'll be out of there. It ought to be 30 though. He got to go, man. The man is everything but a follower of God. The man, every darkness you can think of is him. And the people that leading him is him. He's a robot and a puppet. And he has no honor or respect. And he done took more money out that White House. Even asking the citizen taxpayers to give him $230 million and spending $1 billion on a jet that he don't even own. Some foreigner gave to him. Then lost $1 billion worth of oil, and China gave Canada 940 or 50 billion for the oil pipeline because he kept putting them tax on them, and they got sick of it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this man has no respect for the Constitution or nobody that's in it. So again, he has to be removed immediately because everybody think we done lost our mind. And the people that voted for him, almost 67% of them, done woke completely up. Because what's happening in Minnesota is so disrespectful for Alex Petty not to be here. It's so disrespectful for Renee Nicole Good not to be here when either one of them did no wrong and both of them life been taken. ISIS and Donald Trump is the worst thing ever happened to a president election as sitting in office, and the 27 psychiatrists made it clear that he's the worst person on the planet Earth that could sit in that chair, and he's dangerous. And now we all see it. Thank you, Catherine.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Of course. Yeah.
And hold on, excuse me. And for the lady that did that great work, let me salute you, ma'am. Bringing beauty to the street. That is so wonderful for you to do what you did. I don't know how you passed away. I don't know what's going on. We'll find out. But again, I just want to say we salute you for the beauty you brought to the street. We salute you. We honor you. Facebook looking, TikTok, YouTube. So we definitely salute you. And they started coming on YouTube. How y'all doing over there?
And on, YouTube and Facebook. They're coming
Facebook,
on.
YouTube, all of you. Thank you for coming on.
And just a shout out to everyone that has taken the time out to join us this evening. Welcome to the Johnny Binder Show. Follow us, like, subscribe, share on the social media platform that you are watching on. We are Johnny Binder Show across all social media platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and TikTok. So let us know what you're thinking, fam. Drop us a line. Let us know where you're watching from, and let us know how you plan on serving or would like to serve in your community or in your area of passion. Drop us the link and let us know. You might inspire somebody.
All praise be to God. Let's get started. Let's go. Bring some on the stage. Give us a clip. How you doing, Miss Leslie? Queen, Prevail, wherever you at, may God bless you. I thank Lou on here. How you doing, brother Lou? Unmic your mic, Lou. Okay.
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Well, I'm glad to see you, brother. I'm glad to see you. Glad to hear your voice. You ain't been on here in about a couple of months. Glad to hear you. We got a lot we finna do. If you want to speak on any of it, let us know. We're going through a lot here, and this is the only show that we prove what we're saying. We show proof to it. We're solution-based. We give facts. We study it so the people won't be so lost because America is going down and no way to stop it. So may God bless the people that understand that. They get this, that whole, not no Donald Trump because he's just a puppet. That whole crew got to go. But come on with your next clip, Catherine. Let's go.
Okay, so this clip is for the father and cousin of Sonia Massey. They're speaking out after the deputy was sentenced to 20 years. So just in honor of Justice Will Prevail, the reckoning is coming. I thought this was fitting and right on time for today.
Welcome back. Now to a former Illinois sheriff's deputy sentenced to 20 years in prison today for the murder of Sonia Massey. Her family, including her mother and son, calling it, quote, a just sentence for Sean Grayson.
I just want to say I am ecstatic, so happy. We did it, all of us together. It wasn't just one or two of us, all our lawyers, all our support, everybody who went out in the streets and in the rain, sleet, and snow.
Thank y'all, and I love y'all. God bless y'all. And I am happy with the verdict today of him getting 20 years. I'm glad he got the maximum sentence.
In court earlier, Grayson expressing remorse and admitted what he called, quote, terrible decisions on the night that he killed Massey after she called 911, reporting a possible intruder at her home. Joining me now for more is Sonia Massey's father, James Wilburn, and Massey's cousin, Sante Massey. First, thank you so much for the time, and I'm sorry for your loss. But James, I want to start with you, sir. I mean, how are you feeling about today's news?
Well, of course, I'm elated with what occurred in the court today. It's interesting that during the trial, we saw no remorse. We saw no. Today, Sean Grayson asked for my forgiveness and all of our forgiveness for what he did. But I think the general feeling is that he's just sorry that he got caught up in this situation. He thought that he was above the law, and he said what he was going to do, and he did it. And we saw it, thanks to his partner, Deputy Farley, who had his body camera on from the beginning of the call. He turned the body camera on, and he gave us the correct narrative for what occurred on July 6th of 24.
Yeah. Well, Sante, can I ask you, we talked about that body camera footage of Deputy Farley. I mean, how crucial was that in this case, and have you been able to talk with that deputy?
I have not been able to contact the deputy, but you know, the footage was, I mean, you can't put a worth on it. It was crucial to this case. And I think that, you know, the truth always finds a way to come out. And I thank God for, you know, Deputy Farley having the presence of mind to turn on his body cam.
Yeah. Well, and listen, I recognize that your family, you're still processing this news. But it's also not lost on me that Sonia had two children, Summer and Malachi. We heard from Malachi earlier today. But I mean, how are they processing today?
I think Summer and Malachi are doing the best they can. Their feelings are kind of all over the place. Summer has had some problems with, you know, sometimes kids can be very cruel at school. They can make some very irresponsible, harsh comments. And she's had to deal with that. But she's handling it like a trooper. She is doing the best she can under these circumstances.
Yeah, certainly. Well, and they say that whenever you lose someone, you know, it's never that you fully heal. You just learn to carry it better.
You like that? So I wanted to play that because I was thinking about the whole Minnesota incident as well, and how the videotape has been so crucial, even though they're trying to find all the angles possible to discredit. Yeah, so I agree. Without the footage in this case, there would have been a whole different outcome in the Massey verdict rather. So, and I
For a fact,
understand that.
it's the same thing. It's sad that they can take someone's life and don't give the max 20 years.
Right.
That is so unprofessional. That is so not. That was blatant racism because he said what he was gonna do. You know, it wasn't no accident. He said, if you say that name again, Jesus Christ, if you say it again, I'm in your head. And he came toward her and she said it, and then told the man don't render no aid. So there's no way he should have got no 20 years. He should have got a life sentence. That law is not good. And that young man and all of them up there talking about, well, I'm satisfied. How are you satisfied? He could do 20 and come home and then lost to be a police, but your mother gone, your daughter gone? No, I'm not with that. I'm not satisfied with that. Hell no. They need to change the law when a police blatantly takes somebody's life. The woman standing like this, Catherine, it's a wellness call. You that don't know what a wellness call is. A wellness call is called come and check the house out. You walk around the house to make sure there's nothing wrong with the house. It's not to come give her no psychosocial assessment or dynamic. You knock on the door, ma'am. Everything is good, and you leave. Not go in. He had 4 other cases. That's what they ain't telling you. He had 4 other felonies that he'd been fired before. He shouldn't have been no police officer. He was unqualified. But they sent him everywhere, you know. So again, that whole thing was completely out of order. If they'd have checked his background, it'll never happen. But they did not do that. And my daughter named Betty Massey, Linda Massey. And, you know, that hit home. I don't know if they know kin to my children or not, but it'll make a difference if they are or not. It hit home. So again, what's happening in Minnesota now? People of the world can see. You can't twist the tape, and for Donald Trump and them chumps to take it and don't let nobody else investigate. How you investigate yourself? Who you think you're talking to? You think we're a bunch of fools or something? You go investigate yourself. The same way you did on January the 6th and let everybody go after they were found guilty. This law, this democracy has to be changed. There's too many loopholes in it. Number one, Trump should never even been no president with no 34 felonies. That's number one. What he show is taxes from the first time. So it's just too much, and America's too weak. American democracy is weak, and Trump is trumping on it. I'm sending you something now. They bust him today, and the lady say he has disrespected 100 times. They called him to court with the judges, and he ignored it like they nothing. Come on, man. It's just too much. So no, I don't agree with no 20 years. I agree with life. You know, I don't be no death sentence, but at least life. She not gonna be here. He don't need to be in it. She not gonna be in the free world. He don't need to be in the free world.
I agree. Leslie?
I wondered about the logic behind the sentencing and why he didn't, receive the first degree murder sentencing. And so it stated that in Illinois, a second degree conviction, if a defendant honestly believes that his life was in danger, whether reasonable or unreasonable, is the reason why they would not give a first degree conviction. I'm curious to know how they convinced the court and the jury that his life could have possibly been in danger. Did he think Jesus was coming to get him? I mean, like, what was the situation there? I just don't understand the conviction at all.
And that, and how is that law actually applied to other people? You know, if I'm up there and I say, okay, I'm a defendant, and I was like, well, I thought my life was in danger. What's the criteria? What's the criteria? Oh, Marcus.
Yeah, I remember the whole Sonya Massey situation. And some of the first things I thought about was, man, that's one of the first things black women grab, that hot water. You know what I'm saying? When they scared, they ain't got no gun or nothing around. They, hey, man, look, leave me alone. And so for her to use the words, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, meaning that she felt some type of devil spirit in my man. You know, it wasn't like, no, hey, you just somebody that's gonna do something bad or good. It's like, no, you are the devil, and I rebuke you. Because again, that's not a phrase that you hear often or all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to be really going through something to actually say that. So one, I think the 20 years.
20 years.
He actually only got to serve 8.5.
Wow.
So he only got to serve 8.5 years. So after 8.5 years, he up for parole or probation or however it works out for him now. I'm all about holding police accountable, and I don't think they should have any immunity. But that's all they see. They always get grace. They always get the benefit of the doubt. And it's just another one of those situations where, you know, we think we have rights where we can prevent people from coming in our house and you know, hold them accountable and tell them, you know, turn around. But you see, the first video you played, it was ICE agents. The Sonya Massey video was police officers.
Yeah.
So it kind of show you, like, everybody thinks they can do whatever they want in your house. And of course, that's not the American way. Most Americans carry. We got a right to bear arms, you know, the Second Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Fourth Amendment, whatever amendment it is where you got the pistol. We know that we can legally carry that thing. And so when we are at our door telling somebody that's in uniform or out of uniform, like, you can't come in, we expect them to obey our thoughts, you know. And so they came in, looked like the first video, they was antagonizing the lady, you know, just telling her, trying to get her to get out of character so they could tase her and beat her up and put her on video, you know, and go viral. Like, they're looking for a viral moment. If this is the energy of the ICE agents that are showing up in our communities grabbing people, then I want you to know they are showing up looking for trouble. That's how, if they showing up like that, they showing up looking for trouble. They're not showing up to make peace. And so
that's a fact.
Those ICE agents start getting some type of training where they can show up peacefully instead of aggressive like they showed up.
It's not in them, Marcus. It's not in them. It's not. They got that 50,000 up front. He hired mostly people with the same sentiment he got. It's not no. We got some good officers. We got some good police here. You got some good officers that would never do that. At least 67% of them. But you got some officers with that systemic racism, like the guy you talking about. Her hand was not on that pot. She turned the stove out. She had a rag like this in her hand, like this. What tricked him off? She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And he said, BIT, don't you say that no more. I'll shoot you in your MF head. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. He did that. That's why I'm saying he shouldn't get no 20 years. He told her before he shot her, and then tried to lead her bleed out. And then when he went on the porch, he said that black BIT, I'm not going to even say what he said, that black B should have listened to me. So he had no respect for her life. So that 20 years, the judge should have re-sentenced that and said, this time, this law don't fit. It don't fit. So I know the son and the mother and the bless their heart. No. He should have life. That case should be retried. That sentence should be
Rapper
retried.
Nicki Minaj posted a photo of
He should have life. Because
It was awareness calls, ladies and gentlemen. Awareness call, you walk around the house. When you get to walking around the house, you knock on the door, you say, ma'am, everything's okay, and you leave. Awareness call is not for you to enter the house. And it's also been fired 4 times on the same racism, systemic racism. So the people hiding should have been indicted as well because they are part of it. And they knew it. They knew it. They good old boys. And the Hispanic guy, we love him. Thank God he had his body cam on because you know Dum Dum didn't have his on. And if you want to tear the pot off, Leslie, the Spanish guy could have just went over there and turned the pot off. Simple. That lady way over there want to get up to walk away. That was applaud from day one. That whole thing was done wrong. That whole thing was done wrong. The whole thing was done wrong. So again, people, oh my God, they done messed up. Ladies and gentlemen on Facebook, I need someone to text me because somebody tried to call in and I hit the button and I let them know that I'm on the air. I'm on the air. Yes, ma'am. Peace. So I'm letting the people know. Let me know if y'all can hear me or not on Facebook because sometimes you hit that button, I don't know. So I need somebody to go on Facebook and let me know immediately. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I studied that whole case. I fought that case. I went on TV. I put out to thousands of people, if not over 1 million. And I stayed on it for a whole week and proved he was wrong because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And that devil in him came out. I'll shoot you in your head, you. Yeah, so that's what that was about. That was about he's unreligious, don't believe in God, and he did what he did. Now he's talking about asking for forgiveness to the family. You should have told him, no, I'm wrong. And 20 years won't be enough. I should take a life sentence. Now that's some remorse. You breathing. You shouldn't be breathing. Yeah. So again, it's wrong. That whole case wrong. Now here we go with Alex Petty. They got a thing, Leslie, with some wings on. And they got the wings on him like this, and they got his gun in the holster, legit. He wasn't even playing with no gun. He had his phone like this, recording. He didn't come to shoot nobody. And he's a hero because he was helping 2 women. ISIS created that whole thing, pushing women down. They doing this not reluctantly. They doing it a whole lot. I've seen almost 40 tapes on Minors Touch where they're just pushing women down, pushing them down. Donald Trump will allow them people to do anything to keep this away from the Epstein files. That's all it's about. Any distraction he can find, no matter how many people's life be taken, how many people disrespected, rules broken like he done broke, he don't care. He's trying to stop not and get indicted because he's all over them files. And he's been over there 8 times. So this is what this is about. And we being played and the whole world not see it. If they do that to our Caucasian children, they're our children, everything comes from Africa. What will they do to us? Went up in that woman's house, pushing her, going in her refrigerator, going on her bed, trying to provoke her. You assaulted me. Oh, I'm going to get the dog. We looking at this. They have no respect for us. None. And we got to deal with this systemic racism in a way where we're going to have our own police station like they got in Mississippi with no problem, the whole black neighborhood, like the 19 women building the whole city right outside Atlanta. That's what we're going to have. We're going to have our own police. They cannot police us. They too racist. It's systemic racism. It's brain, it's in them from birth. They mamas, they daddies, and pushing them and going on. And we keep going through this, going through this, going through this, going through this. Them people cannot police us, man. It's systemic racism. Blatantly. Everybody see it. That's why you got 19 to 25 million our children now marching out in the street, because now they finally seen what we've been seeing. They've been shooting us like that. They've been doing that. Straight up took that man's life. The man is a hero. The young lady backed up and went the other way, and it took her life. Because a year before that, what's his name? Jonathan Furr, with his rotten self, they got him in hiding right now with pay. Ain't that something? They hiding him with our money and with pay. What you hiding for if you ain't did no wrong? You hiding because you know that was systemic racism and you took that lady's life. That's why you hiding. You're no good. And I want to tell you and Donald Trump that whole thing, I know y'all think I don't have no power, but let me just show you what God's going to do. Keep going. And God going to deal with each and every one of you. I promise you, it ain't going to happen next year. It's going to happen in a few days. God is going to end this. Enough is enough. Too many people, y'all, pushing and putting stuff in their face and spraying them and knocking them down and throwing women down. Took this old woman down that was in a car, and she's handicapped. And she told you, you still snatched out the car, put your knee on her, cut up her seat-put belt, and throw it on the ground. You throw some kind of thing up on the one girl car. The car went up in there and come down, and the 6-month-old baby almost died. The mother, they say, I ain't gonna stop till my baby come back. And the mother kept blowing on the baby, and the baby came back. So that's all. The problem is ISIS themselves. They the thugs. And when people checked in America to see how many people come over illegal, it wasn't but 5% in that perspective of with a warrant or something. 5%. So they go on to everybody, and they're not asking for no citizenship or nothing. They're just snatching them up. So, ladies and gentlemen, ain't one thing to do. Do Barack said that 2022, where the whole staff can come out. Everybody, Vance, Secretary, all of them are together. And that's systemic racism. And it's the first time America has ever seen anything like this. So y'all seeing what they've been doing to us all the time. Come on.
I wanted to dive into, I don't know, we about to play another video, but when I was first talking about the Sonya Mass and Pretty, one, Alex Pretty, something I heard, he was already in a physical altercation prior to getting shot. I thought that was unique. Normally when, you go through something in a certain area, you don't normally go back. But he went back with that thing on him. And I want to highlight that, a lot of times we as Black people, we're afraid to exercise our rights. But they don't. You see, they out there in protesting with that thing on them. They all in the people's face with that thing on them. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to make sure we know that we got those rights too, a right to bear arms, even while we're protesting and stuff. So, but the words rebuke you. When somebody say I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, that means like they are so afraid that they don't feel like they are able to defend themselves from you, that they need to call on a higher authority, God. You know what I'm saying? They saying like, hey, whoever this person is, I don't have enough strength to battle this demon in front of me. And so I rebuke you, meaning like I need help from the Lord up above. And so, yeah, I just want to throw it out there, because again, we use a lot of these phrases and sometimes we don't really dive into them. And we hear them from our moms and our grandmas and our aunts or dads and granddads, and we don't really know why we saying it. And so I want to share that with the audience.
That's a good point, Marcus. That's a good point. Somebody say, how do you serve or wish to serve in your community? Who said that?
It's a note from the producer.
Who said
It's a
that?
note from me. Me.
Oh, you said that?
Yes, sir.
How
Yes,
do you
it stems
serve?
from beauty in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Beauty, if they serving in beauty in the streets, how we gonna serve him on the Johnny Binder show?
Catherine, what's the question before I attempt to answer? What are you saying?
What do you mean?
You say, how do you serve? Or
No,
wish to
when
serve?
I played the beauty in the streets, it was like, how do the people, our audience, how do you serve the community, or how do you wish or plan to serve? That was the question.
Okay. Everybody have the ways they do. People give money, people give clothes, furniture. Rosemary, for last 4 years, she feed people every Sunday morning. So people have different ways, and it's a lot being done. It's a whole lot more can happen. To me, Shaq number one. He gave away $400 million and when sold 17 of his houses. He could have been on an island somewhere with 100 women.
I got a question, Johnny. Question. So I always wonder, what matters more? Is it the income, the income, or the impact, or basically just answer that real quick? Because Shaq, 400 million, right? Okay, you wrote the check, but for Rosemary, she out there every Sunday feeding the homeless with her feet. You know what I'm saying? Setting up. You know, so which one holds more value? Is it the person that just writes the check and take the pictures and stuff, or is it the people that's actually out there
doing the work,
making an impact? And I like Shaq. I'm just asking.
No, that's a good question. I'm glad you brought that up. The people need to hear that kind of question. I'm glad you brought that up. Anytime you feel anything like that, or you think that the people want to hear that, and they probably do. Most of the time, I would just say Rosemary is more effective in that perspective because Shaq's showing off. I can't say it on him. Not this one, because Shaq did way more than that. What I didn't tell you, Shaq was at home. He had 17 mansions.
We haven't substantiated that yet, though. That's what was online, but I haven't been able to find any proof that that's what he did.
What did you say?
I said I haven't found any proof that that's what he did. I've been telling you that's.
I have facts that he did this. I'm not thinking he did. I see it on CNN. I see it on CNN. I studied it, and I had not said nothing to you. No, he done that.
Okay.
He done it. It's not even maybe. And then he turned around with his shoes. The lady asked him, that's why I want to talk to Marcus. The lady with his shoes said, why the shoes so high we can't buy them? And Shaq handed the lady $2,200 or something. And the lady slapped the money out of his hand. And Shaq walked on to the back. The next day, he called Reebok, where he was making hundreds of millions, and told Reebok he wanted to sell that shoe for $20. And Reebok said, man, we can't do that. He said, well, I want my contract in as soon as possible. They ended the contract. He called his agent, told his agent, ain't nobody else done this. Nobody. But him and the boy shoot the three-point, Curry.
Steph Curry,
yeah, them two. Only two in the NBA. And so what I'm saying to you, Elijah wanted his shoe sold over 100, but what he did, he told his agent, I don't give a hell what it costs. I want that same $200 shoe. I made a deal with Walmart. Now I can thank Walmart for that. And that's the only thing I can thank them for. And they put that shoe in there and sold like 200-300 million. I mean, worldwide. So I like to look that up, Catherine, Leslie, Google it, and see how many tennis shoes Shaq sold from the 200 to the 20, and they moved them to Walmart. I like to have that number.
Now, shout out to Shaq, man. You know, Shaq is he always been one of them donators, community activists. He's definitely a spokesperson for us. I mean, he's one of the biggest black people on earth. So, he definitely got to be Got to be, you got to notice him. So yeah, he had an annual holiday. He got this thing called a Shack Claus, where each year his foundation they host kids and give sneakers and toys and backpacks and stuff.
Do it show you how many he sold? He took the shoe from
In January 2026,
do you hear that?
the youth basketball team by sending them brand new sneakers and a cash reward after a tournament victory, reflecting his commitment to supporting young athletes. Now, I like Shaq. He wears size 23, by the way, or somebody like Shaq. Shaq he got a big shoe. Now, Shaq ain't always had the best shoes though. I don't know if y'all seen them Shaquille O'Neal's. Them ain't the shoes that you want to wear on a date. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you walk outside, they like, hey, where you going? Like, we ain't going to the movies no more because you got them Shaqs on. I don't want to go no more. But I like Shaq. I like the fact that he gave them back. But I remember back when I was in high school, Johnny, you couldn't get them Shaqs away. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want them Shaqs, man. You can't dunk with them Shaqs on, man. You on the bench with the Shaqs on. You was on the bench with the Shaqs on. You hear me? But
I'm so glad you said that, Marcus, because I would always think that when he would bring this story up, but I was like,
yeah, but he specifically told a guy he wanted the same $200 shoe Reebok was selling, because the dude said, well, how are we going to make the shoe and make some profit? He said, I don't give a damn about no profit. So in Rosemary and most other celebrities doing it for sure, Rosemary would be number one, no doubt about it, because she don't have no money. And she's taking all her money. I was with her when she first started because it comes from her daughter having a cyst in her head that was going to Prevail. So she did Hoodies for Healing because we raised $60,000, $70,000, and that's when Turkey Leg Hut did something good for a change, and they gave us about $10,000, $15,000. I went to him, but again, if Lynn was listening, believe me, Turkey Leg Hut will be there.
So it's documented.
Listen to wisdom. So again, what I'm saying is that anybody else, I would say Rosemary hands down, but hands down to both of them. And Rosemary got in some trouble the other day, but I don't believe nothing they say. That girl worked hard. I'm gonna go to a rescue and see what I can do. I ain't went to it yet, but I'm definitely gonna go over there on a Sunday and serve and take a whole bunch of stuff with me and ask her what can I do to make sure she good, because she been out there 4 years and she done served almost over 100,000 people. So my hats off to her, and I love her children, and may God bless them. We need more stories like that.
yes, we do. And for those of you who don't know, Rosalie is in Houston. She has a Houston-based organization. So that's where we're speaking from. I'm sorry, Leslie, you were trying to say?
To respond to Minister Johnny's question, there's a documented claim that specifically for Walmart, it was 120 million pairs. But prior, yeah.
What I'm talking about.
120 million pairs.
Send that to me. Send that to me. I want to keep that.
No
and
problem.
Send it to Catherine.
I wanted to respond to
Ain't that wonderful, Marcus? 120 million pair of shoes for $200. He made that. He told his agent, I want the same shoe Reebok got. I don't care what we got to do. I want that shoe in Walmart. And do not take something out of it. I want the same shoe.
I wanted to respond to Marcus's question in regards to the impact over the dollars, over the money, over the financial support.
Come on.
I think impact is more important. The capacity for the communities to, act independently and have decision making, control, and to be able to exercise control over their own outcomes is also a big deal. What we find in our communities and in a lot of communities is that programs, organizations, and those type of things, they go into the communities and they make the decisions. And when the resources come about, generally those resources don't necessarily touch what it is that the community members are looking for or asking for. It usually impacts corporate, unless there's somebody like Sister Shirley who was out there and, she was really, really for the people. So I know there's a bunch of organizations and individuals who are out there that are truly, for the people. And it's those people who are actually impacting the community and helping the community to be, how do you say, just independently sufficient. That's what actually matters.
I agree with that 100%. I want to speak on the money part though. Rosemary, I want to take her to another level. We want to buy a building right downtown where the people could have 500 beds in it and shower, and we was gonna have a washer period in there where they could wash their clothes, and the clothes that was filthy, throw them away, and have like 10,000 pair of drawers, 10,000 socks and stuff where they had an assembly line, and be trying to work with the people socially to get them a job, or just sitting on the phone, sweeping, picking up paper, getting them doing something, giving them a psychosocial assessment of Dianetic, and just feeding them for the last 4 or 5 years. That is wonderful. I just told her I think it's time to take another step. And she agreed with me, because it's another guy, he got a truck where he come by and wash the homeless people. 10, 15 of them get on the 18-wheeler, and they wash them. They get off and wash them, new clothes, towel, all that. So again, I appreciate what Rosemary did and the other sisters we've seen. That's a great thing. But we need money, Marcus, to make a major difference. We can make a small difference, but when you got $600 million, like Michael Jackson, he spent $600 million on people, and we got to put the money in the right place, because we should have put that $600 million on a private bank, on a credit union, on a finance company, and our own water company, and build our own neighborhoods. Then we'd have been in more power right now, because we'll have our own banks where we could have black Shark Tank. The economic problem is a problem, because we can't get no loan. We can have an 800 score, 750. The highest score is 900. It's just the way it is. And we have a clip where the people were speaking about, we don't want to get those Negroes no loan. We don't, because they know if they play fair, we're going to be at the top. Same way they put the bomb in 1921 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's because Tatum, Tatum, Tatum is the second deepest oil field in the world. That's what that was about. Tatum, we own that. And I'm going to go after them on that. I'm waiting to get in power with millions of dollars with my lawyers where we can go at them. It wasn't about Rollins bumped into some little white girl. No, it wasn't. They got married 9 months later in Chicago. So that whole thing was a lie. They've been lined up. And the first time it happened was in Wilmington in 1880 or 1890. The first one they burnt up, messed up Black Wall Street. They done decimated 100 of them. We had no one Black Wall Street. We had 100. They do not want us in power. They want us self-service. The government, the J. Hooverites, the J. Hooverites. You that don't know what I'm talking about, go study Willie Lynch, 1712. So again, that's what's wrong. They say we 3/5 human. The Dred Scott case, 1857. If you 3/5, you're not even alive. So, Mr. White Man, you come out of us. All life come from Africa. So if we're not alive, then what are you? Because you ain't been here for 6,000 years. So again, you have to stop your racism, your systemic racism, and somebody had to speak on it. So when you come to this show, we're going to tell you the truth. And if you don't like the truth, don't come on this show. Go where they wilding out, throwing and slapping and fighting each other, character assassinate. But when you come here with us, we're going to give you the problem and the solution. The solution is we must have our own police department on our own neighborhoods and take care of our own people, because when you got people don't look like you coming in your neighborhood and got a problem, we need justice for all people, white people, black people, Hispanic people, for all people. And the way America going right now with Trump, I can't even say Mr. Trump. Trump is going down. because they have no honor for women, children, nobody. The Constitution is right here on the TV. I'm trying to send it to you, where they done caught him breaking 100 things where they sanction him to come to court. He knock it down like it ain't nothing. Come on, man.
I wanted to address Marcus's question before we move to the next video clip. So I was volunteering with this organization in Houston. I'm not going to call the name of it, but they served South Park, which is, economically disadvantaged area, and a lot of at-risk teens. And we thought we were getting a new community center because they have a fantastic program all throughout Houston. We thought we were getting a new community center for it. The young leader that was over it took the program from like 2 to over 100 kids in less than a year. And he moved his whole family, his wife and four or five kids, here from North Carolina just to be a missionary and take charge. Did an excellent job, but they are used to getting like these huge donations from other churches across the city. So like I saw online where they had got $100,000 check, and even from one church. And even though the churches in the community here didn't have that kind of the money, they did have the resources to try to help them accomplish what they wanted to accomplish, but that wasn't enough. So now they closed the program. This man was without a job, had to find somewhere to relocate his children to and his wife. And, and not like he was making a lot of money, he was called a missionary. So I think it's a double. And then these kids would bus themselves like from 20 miles away, take a bus just to come because they found the place to be a safe haven. But anyway, so I think it's two-factor, and I think it just depends on those running.
You have to have money because they cripple us with money. I remember you going over there once or twice. Let me apologize.
No, I went more than once or twice.
Well, I meant to go over. I'm giving myself up if you let me. I meant to go over there and speak to them. I want to apologize because I definitely meant to go over there, and some kind of way the devil distracted me. I don't know what happened, but that should have never went down. Something of that magnitude should have never went out because we need that. But they not for that. That's why they took the vocational schools out the schools. Used to be mechanic, welding, a woman, they could be doing hair, barber. They could come out with a job, $100,000 a year. So they took all that out of school, like Omar Johnson said. He's the first one I heard say it, besides myself. They took all this out of school purposely. Now, we're going to open up 100 within 5 years or less, 100 vocational schools from here all the way back to Detroit, Chicago, Dallas, and we will be successful in doing so. And that way the children will have something to do because the devil gave them something to do. We got to give them something to do. And it don't make sense. The lady on Jefferson, the maid, Marlon Gill. Let me give a shout out to her. She the first one I know of, took her money and opened up a vocational school, a maid that played on Jefferson in California. So that's what we need. We need to teach our children, give them trades where they can take the gun down and stand up and make $100,000 in plumbing, in electricity, in air conditioning, roofing, in cabinets. And we're going to need those 100,000 young people in security because over 1 million of our women, black women, have been kidnapped in the last 10 years. So we got a lot of work to do. So yeah, Marcus, we need a lot of money because we have a lot of problems. And that's a major problem. 1 million women look like us, disappeared for body parts because the black woman body parts are more expensive than anybody's body parts on the planet Earth.
Well, speaking of black women, I'm going trying to find a nice smooth pivot here. Nicki Minaj and Trump are back in the news. So I wanted
That
to
was
play
sad.
this
That was real sad.
and see what you guys think.
Rapper Nicki Minaj posted a photo of President Donald Trump's gold card on Wednesday, suggesting she may have purchased the card that provides fast-track U.S. citizenship after she appeared alongside the president earlier that day to promote his Trump accounts. Minaj captioned the photo, quote, "Welp," showing the physical Trump gold card, which requires a $1 million contribution to the U.S. Treasury and a $15,000 non-refundable processing fee. Minaj is a legal permanent resident in the U.S. and moved to the country as a child from Trinidad and Tobago, though, she said in 2024, she was not a U.S. citizen despite paying millions of dollars in taxes. The rapper said she was, quote, "probably the president's #1 fan" during a summit for Trump accounts, a program that, according to its website, seeks to provide, quote, "tax advantage investment accounts for U.S. citizens under the age of 18. Trump said Minaj is investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into the Trump Accounts program. To get the $1 million Trump Gold Card for fast-track U.S. residency, applicants must undergo a background check, attend a visa interview, and submit required documents to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. The $1 million gift goes to the Treasury, along with a small additional fee to the Department of State. Cardholders receive lawful permanent resident status as an EB1 or EB2 visa holder. A $5 million Trump Platinum card will also be available, allowing up to 270 days in the U.S. without taxes on non-U.S. income. Nicki Minaj faced backlash from her fan base after speaking at a Turning Point USA event with CEO Erica Kirk in December. Critics characterized her statement about her Christian faith as anti-trans rhetoric. This is a shift for Minaj, who had been an LGBTQ ally and a vocal critic of Trump's immigration policies, even calling the 2018 family separations at the border scary, and recalling her own time living in the U.S. illegally as a child. Despite recent backlash for aligning with the Trump administration, Minaj stated Wednesday that the criticism, quote, "does not affect me at all." For more on the story, check out the article at the link in the description.
Yeah, she says she was not sorry. She was his #1 supporter. She let him put his Epstein lips on her lips when she was on stage to greet him. And she said the haters are just going to make her double down.
Yeah, well, that sounds good, and we can play with it, but she's being used as a puppet and a robot, and they done gave her something to make her, like Umar Johnson said, he put his hand out and said, "Sister, come on. Trump didn't make you, we did. And now you selling out," and that's what she's doing. I love you, making noise, but we know what you're doing. You ain't Cardi B. Cardi B just raised $174 million with Chicago and helping millions of people. You ain't done nothing, and you've been tricked over there with this man, using you because he's no good. And I know in the back of your head you know this. So I don't know what he done gave you or what citizenship or whatever is going on, but you're being used for unwilling agent and a vacatorial. You don't even know what these words probably mean, but you're being used for agent vacatorial. You're being used for unwilling agent, working against us for him. Trump just using you, trying to do something to make black folks think he cared about us. Same way the Fabulous Five in Chicago, New York, folks that took this woman's sex, rape, whatever you want to call it, and found out they didn't do it. Even at the DNA, he still said they did it and put a whole ad out, a billboard. So we know what we're dealing with. You can see what he's doing with ISIS, with two beautiful people just life been taken. So again, Mick, you being used as a puppet. I pray one day you wake up and repent and atone for what you're doing, because he used you as a robot. You got the puppeteer and the puppet. And right now, you're a puppet. And Trump is using you for unwilling agent. And you don't know what the hell you're doing. You just being tricked by Trump. He done tricked a bunch of them. So get in line. Can't hear you, Kat.
I'm sorry, Leslie, thoughts?
My thoughts are, and I've noticed it before, that there's a disconnect between, I want to say, indigenous Black people and non-indigenous Black people as it pertains to the experience in the U.S.
Yep.
I also believe that there is a sort of, and this is not with everyone, but my experience has been with, particular culture, different cultures or whatever, but there's also a, like, how do you say, resource competition.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's searching for that, like identity, like you want to have a powerful, like, identity here. And it's always a backlash when it comes to indigenous Black people. And there's also a structural fight, you know what I mean, for infrastructure and all types of things. I do believe that it's a necessary thing for us to come up with and build our own structural foundation, which is what we talk about here on the show. And the time is now.
I agree. I have my own conspiracy theory regarding that. So, but I'm going to keep that to myself. But we can talk offline. Marcus.
I think you're doing something with the children. Come on, let's go to the next clip. That clip wasn't nothing.
It wasn't. I think it was a lot. I'm going to tell y'all my conspiracy theory since I see my YouTube audience is out there growing. Jaguar Wright was having issues with a certain high-profile rapper. Not going to call his name. And all of a sudden, she's getting Freedom Awards from MAGA and Trump at Mar-a-Lago. She's being presented with these awards. It's not hearsay. She said this out of her own mouth. And Nicki Minaj had issues with the same particular rapper. And now all of a sudden, she's jumped over there as well. I would tend to think that it is for protection, because I can't see either of these women doing it willingly under other circumstances. So that's my thought for today. That's my conspiracy theory.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's get another clip.
You're not going to rush me. You're not going to rush me because truth is truth.
Yeah, but
it's verdad.
But we have some stuff way worse than this going in Minnesota. Get me to Minnesota.
Here we go.
Make $1 million, they get them a Rolls Royce, they get them a nice home, they get them a white wife. Well, I made it, America's great, and the rest of them catching hell, and he won't say nothing. But when one man of popularity can let the world know the problem, he might lose a few dollars himself telling the truth, might lose his life, but he's helping millions. But if I kept my mouth shut just because I can make millions, and then this ain't doing nothing. So I just love the freedom and the flesh and blood of my people more so than I do the money.
But don't scare Negroes today with no badge or no white skin or no white sheet or no white anything else. The police the same way. They put their club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them. Every case of police brutality against a Negro follows the same pattern. They attack you, bust you all upside your mouth, and then take you to court and charge you with assault. What kind of democracy is that? What kind of freedom is that? What kind of social or political system is it when a black man has no voice in court, has nothing on his side other than what the white man chooses to give him? My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this. And it will never be stopped until we stop it ourselves. They attacked the victim. And then the criminal who attacked the victim accuses the victim of attacking him. This is American justice. This is American democracy. And those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy. Now, if I'm wrong, put me in jail. But if you can't prove that a democracy is not hypocrisy, then don't put your hands on me.
And there we go, fam.
It don't get no better than that. Malcolm spoke courageously, respectfully, and truthfully. And people, we so watered down, we so easy to go along to get along. And a bunch of folks just scared of this system. They scared because God say, fear no one but me. So that's why God took people like Paul, with Saul and turned them, took people like David and turned them. It has to be a warrior. Jeremiah, Josiah, 8 years old, became a warrior. 8 years old, the king. So it takes a warrior. That's why I love Marcus, because I know he's a warrior. Miss Leslie, I seen her in a law firm and told some paperwork up and told a law, yeah. So again, it takes people that'll stand up for themselves and God, for God and then themselves. A lot of people go along to get along. I'm not knocking you. May God bless you. But millions of people have lost their life while you going along to get along with the wicked that's not going to do anything for you, not ever. So you can stop kissing up to him and calling him master and boss. You don't have no boss. You got one boss, God. It's your supervisor. So again, this is watered down version. I thank God for Malcolm and what his mother went through. Me and Captain talked about it this morning. I want to play once a week where the world will see all the hell Malcolm X's mother went through. I didn't know it. Captain taught me some on that one. I missed that one. I know what the daddy been through, but I didn't know the mother wouldn't sell out. They took her children and locked her for 21 or 22 years for something false. And they finally got out. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this government is not of God. Make no doubt about it. I used to think the government was good and correct and fair. No truth in that. Not whatsoever. Come on.
Yes, and as we know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. That's why I wanted to include that last clip from Malcolm X. And now a lot of times we look at news like everybody's looking at Minnesota and we're thinking, oh, that's Minnesota. We're in Texas with good old...
Yeah, democracy is hypocrisy. It ain't no democracy. It's hypocrisy. They lying. They're not giving no democracy. The man innocent. He didn't do nothing. He had a license to carry. He should be alive right now.
Yeah.
So we have to stop playing with this and speak truth. And Jesus said, the truth will set you free. Not compromising, not being weak and feeble, and go along to get on house Negroes and them too. Back them Republicans, but they scary self. Come on, my brother here. I know he's going to say something powerful. Come on.
Okay. So evidently all hell is breaking loose here in Texas as we protest as well. Here we go.
Trump's ICE Gestapo is attacking peaceful protesters who assembled and were marching outside of the Dilley Detention Center in South Texas. These peaceful protesters arrived to show support for Liam, who was kidnapped by the Trump Gestapo along with his father in Minnesota and brought to this detention center. Remember Liam, the 5-year-old Ecuadorian boy who was wearing the blue hat, who was used as bait in order to bring his father outside, and both were kidnapped and sent to this detention center. A lot of Democratic lawmakers showed up at this Dilley detention center. People were there peacefully protesting. You see Democratic Congress member Castro right there. And then the Trump regime began attacking these peaceful protesters outside of the Dilley detention center. CNN was covering this when tear gas and other rounds were deployed at the peaceful protesters. I want you to watch what was happening outside of this Dilley detention center, where Trump's ICE Gestapo were attacking the peaceful protesters outside of this ICE detention center. Let's play this clip.
Fold as well, but state troopers starting to push back. I saw some. Oh, there we go. Oh, that landed on top of a photographer's camera, and I could see the photographer jump back there. So they have, I see a number of troopers have taken a few people into custody down there on the ground, but the vast majority of them have been pushed back. All of this literally unfolding here as these troopers in the riot gear, the state troopers, were the ones that were brought in on a school bus just a short while ago, and then quickly sent off those exploding smoke devices, getting the crowd to break back.
You had this other incident also outside the Dilley detention center today, where thousands of community members, union members were there, and you'll see over here them getting tear gassed, attacked, beaten, and brutalized by Donald Trump's ICE Gestapo. Let's take a look right here. Let's play this clip.
This ain't shit. This ain't shit.
I'll pause it there because it's a really long piece, but y'all get the gist of it.
America thought that they would never see this day. I want people to remember what Donald Trump did. When 9/11 came, and God just puts this on my mind, and the tallest building in America came down. We've seen the planes run into it. We've seen it. Donald Trump came on 2-3 days later, and they asked him, what did he think about it? He said, I had the tallest building now.
Wow.
The man ain't said nothing about the thousands of people life taken. He's sitting up talking about he's going to have the tallest building. Boy, the man is not of God. He's narcissistic. He's being controlled by Israel and other countries and other people and other billionaires. He's a flunky. He has no power. He's just being misled, and he's going for it. And he's the worst president ever in the history of time that ever sit in that chair. And he perfectly dealing with Minnesota because he hates that governor who was the vice president, Harris. So he's distracting everybody to stay away from them files. So all this is set up, and then took people innocent lives. So I think enough has been said and been seen. And I made this statement 2-3 months ago while Catherine was on here. I said, Mr. Trump, keep going. And boy, that's what he did. God is going to deal with Mr. Trump. Republicans can play with it, Democrats can play with it, but God won't play with it. God is the biggest go-getter in the world when it comes to sin. And you will soon find out, Mr. Trump, he's coming by your door. He's going to knock on it. It's coming. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep up your wickedness. It's coming to you. Come on. Okay. Marcus, you with us? I think you're dealing with a shooting. Leslie, you see anything you want to say about this before we go to the next clip?
I just think it is poignant to recognize how it is that Donald Trump actually sees the United States, even though they try to cast it off as fake news. There was actually a picture that floated around with the flag laying on the ground that he actually walked past as he was getting off a flight. I mean, the respect level, you know, and the understanding.
Walked past the flag, and the flag was down on the ground. He didn't tell nobody to pick it up or nothing. He don't give a damn about no democracy. Like Malcolm said, democracy is hypocrisy. They not living up to that, none of that. They not with us, not with themselves. And God allowed the people of America to see who Donald Trump is and they're who three. I told you God was gonna take his skirt and put over his head and show his nakedness to the world. They know who he is now. It's not a secret who he is. He's no good. Everybody knows Donald Trump. Donald Trump is no good. Come on, what you say?
I like to know what his patriot followers are thinking about that, because you know they honor and worship the flag.
He made a statement that he could take a gun and shoot somebody and take their life and wouldn't lose one supporter. He said that.
You see that MAGA is the Second Amendment people. They're backing. They came out protesting his remarks at first about Mr. Freddie having his piece on him, and now they're backtracking off of their position. And not even now, you know, if you can backtrack the NRA, that's some stuff.
What's funny is how they try to assassinate his character now, you know, bringing up the video that happened 11 days prior.
Yeah.
Regardless of the situation, you know, regardless of that scenario, nothing justifies him being murdered in the street the way that he was. I don't care if he kicked both lights out of the back of the truck. Like it doesn't matter. He should have never been assassinated that way.
He was a hero. He was a hero, and I'm gonna do a whole show on him. Nothing but him, like we did Renee Nicole Good. So we will do a whole show on him. It's just sad that, and both of them 37. 37. That means something. I'm gonna break that down. 37, 3 and 7. So again, ladies and gentlemen, what we're looking at is not of God. This is not of God. We're looking at the darkness with the darkness, and everybody have a slogan: hurt people, hurt people. Mr. Trump is hurt. So he hurting everybody he can. And trying to stop them Epstein files coming out with all this distraction. Ships all in the water. Went over there and got that man out of his country. Anything he can do to get in the news media to keep that away from what he done. And the 8 times he went over there. The girls already testified against you, Mr. Trump. You're not getting the way you told the 13-year-old girl she looked like your daughter. And they went and got her wig put on her. And whatever else she said, I won't repeat it. But I will play the tape one day and show what they're saying about all of y'all. I'm going to let the tape say it. I don't have nothing against you. Truth does.
Okay.
What's the next clip, Queen?
Well, you know, last week we had some spoken word artists come on, and there's another, I call him a spoken word artist because I like his point of view. It's strong, but it's purposeful. And this is key 305.
Hey, welcome to the land of the slaves, America, home of Jim Crow. Read, behold, the pale horse if you're looking for accurate info. Read Illuminati 666, read when the world was black. Here to educate my people, but in my DM, where your girl is at. Trying to give me her booty, I call it a distraction, though I'm focused like a Ford. I ain't gonna get that girl what she asking for. Area 51, where the aliens, everybody wanna know. Everybody broke, but the club free before 12, so everybody go. Niggas would rather party, niggas would rather kill each other. Niggas would rather tear down instead of build each other. That's that self-hate, and the slave master done taught us well. That Willie Lynch, and he mentally got us all in jail. Woo, me included, boy. We all need improvement. Nigga drown trying to walk on water, talking about he heard Jesus do it. Drugs will never stop, cause the crackheads gon' keep it in business. Been thinking about dying so long, I believe it's keeping me living. Like a retarded kid when he talk, I'ma keep spitting, I'ma keep searching for the real Bible, cause the one they gave us, it was rewritten, that's Constantine. King James was a sissy, running the Catholic church and all black with black Air Force Ones and unload my semen. It's been a war, but they the only people that's fighting. We the only people that's dying, brainwashed. We the only people that's blind. Born on a foreign land, taught by a foreign man. Never seen a poor man, I couldn't even afford a plan. Pouring Henny for my dad home at that boy, he ain't need a liquor. Middle finger to Abraham Lincoln, that cracker ain't free no nigga. Middle finger to Ronald Reagan, he the reason for the crack laws. These black actors wearing dresses, dumb niggas getting blackballed. Murder Urkel, Sinead, and Medea. It was all a plan in the courtroom like OJ. D glove made for a smaller hand. Balls. And if you don't fit, then you must have quit. Living in a world full of racist cops and banana clippers, what you bustin' with? Yeah! Balls!
It's my guy. What you think, Mr. Binder?
Well, the brother is conscious. He did a great job. I sent that to you. The brother's conscious. He's saying something. If I ever fan his number, I'd like to send him a thing and tell him I'd like to put some music with it. He said something. He said it wrong, but he said something about this whole democracy, which is hypocrisy. So he did a great job. He did a great job waking people up mentally with the truth, because we've been rocked to sleep. All right, okay, whatever. So we sleep. So again, he did a great job. I honor him and respect him and salute him for being powerful enough to speak the truth against this filthy government.
Always a truth spitter. So y'all, thank you for joining us tonight on the Johnny Binder Show and spending your evening with us. We always appreciate your love and support. Remember, if you're watching us on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll know when we go live, and post and share and post. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Hey, take either one. And I do respond to your comments. So drop them. And the Facebook, always thank you for joining as well. Thank you. And we want to see your comments and like, share, follow. Marcus, are you there?
Let me say this to you, Leslie, to you, Catherine. I want to thank Facebook for coming out, and YouTube and Twitter and everybody else came out. But here go a lot of people. I can see that's why I do this. I would like to see YouTube one day come on the tube where I can say something and thank them as well. Mr. Porter, we thank you for coming out. Eugene Ellison, we thank you for coming out. Can y'all please hit that like button and subscribe? If y'all already subscribed on Facebook, go over to YouTube. We need another about 200-300 people. So I need y'all to go over there immediately and let everybody know. Maddie White, thank you. Montreal Sampson, you know we love you. She is a go-getter. So I need everybody to subscribe. If you got anything to say, any questions or comments, let us know. But I need to subscribe for the next 7 days. I need to get up to about 500 to 1,000 now, 500,000 people to subscribe on YouTube, Facebook too, but YouTube specifically. Naomi Abbott, thank you. Sarah Lucas, thank you. Vernon Simmons, thank you. Gloria Artist, thank you. Beverly Charles, thank you. Marquis Smith, thank you. Orlando Farrell, thank you. Sarah Lucas, thank you. Velma Beverly Charles, thank you. Terrell Cease, thank you. Sarah Lucas, Wares and Wells, thank you. Anthony Brown, thank you. Anna William, it's getting longer and longer, y'all. Audrey, thank you. I'm gonna call about 10 more. Yolanda Ford, we thank you. Beverly Charles, Glenn Johnson, thank you. Robert James, you always come. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Send stuff to Catherine. It'll be on there. I'll send it to her. Calvin Page, Yolanda Ford, Naomi Abel. Somebody finally said something. Christine Daniel. Here's a what is this saying? That's right, you can't see it. Melvin, narcissist, demon, and we need to stand doing something. Okay, malignant. They said that Trump is a racist and he need to be removed. Brother, sister, Christine Daniel, sister, thank you for being that strong to say something that powerful. We all agree. Thank you. And I call some of y'all's names at the end. Thank y'all for coming out, of so many of you all. Yeah, that's what I like about you all. Y'all be coming out of hundreds. Thank you. Let's go with the next clip, please.
Okay, as we begin to wind down, I want to leave y'all with a little bit of hope and inspiration. So I'm going to go with my friend in my mind, Dick Gregory. and you know, toward in his latter days, him was extra raw. So just a warning, y'all. Just a warning.
Well, I hope that's true.
Ain't no hope. I don't give them fucking hope, man. Hope you gonna pay your goddamn rent. Hope your car work. Come on, man. Ain't no but bullshit.
No, I'm just saying. I think a lot of black people are being brainwashed.
It ain't got nothing to do with them.
Okay.
And here, if you say I'd like to go to Paris this year, but I can't afford, you just told 75 trillion cells to see to you don't get to Paris, huh? That's who you are. And when you find that out, when they told me I had the worst cancer you can find, I told my son, Doc, I said, don't show that to your mother, Sherry. Till after your sister get married. So then I gave her the report. How could they do this? I said, bitch, you better get out of here. You think I'm leaving this pussy here for your high school sweetheart? You out your mind. I ain't going nowhere. I know I'm not going nowhere. If you hope don't work. You never heard no rich, powerful motherfucker say hope. All raindrops have one job, is to work their way back home. You said, what do you mean? I said, well, when they hit that water, they got to work their way back. If they hit the land and the dirt, they got to work their way back to the river, to the stream, to the ocean. We humans, when we born, we have one thing to do. God don't give a damn about a PhD like your daddy got. Or a PhD like your mama got. Or how much money you got in the bank. Or if you're black, you white. You're rich, you're poor, you can read, you can't read. God has one law. When you come here, the only thing you have to do is work your way back home. I brought you through that little door called your mama's womb. But all you got to do is work your way.
Speak, Dick, speak.
And I
only
We're gonna let it roll.
care for the freedom. I only care for the freedom and the unity of my people. Everybody else has got it.
Not true. No, not true. Not everybody else. I don't buy that.
Well, I tell you what. I bet you the Viet Cong, who we black people, not me, I wasn't fool enough to go, who those who helped fight I bet you the Viet Cong is more citizens and can come here and put on a little suit and get more freedom and move in neighborhoods and put up business where Negroes can't.
I believe that.
No, that's not
No, I believe that. I believe that.
They're under a dictatorship just like the Russians. The Japanese can, the Germans can. Everybody that's not American can go and do what Negroes can do. So quit being hypocrites on this TV. The whole world know Negroes the lowest, the most down, the most disrespected, and the less protected than anybody.
Well, what
Don't
about
have
the
no
white
hope.
man who can't pay his rent?
Well,
There's
it's
a
his
lot
fault.
of them.
It's his damn country. He should get out there
You
and do
know.
something. That's his fault.
Yeah.
It's his damn country. They make $1 million.
Minister. Those were some powerful words, Minister.
No doubt about it. Leslie?
I want to reiterate, after hearing Muhammad Ali reiterate Ms. Katz's question, how do you serve or wish to serve your community? Let's get some of those answers down in the comments. Let's do that. Because if that ain't inspiration, I don't know what is. Like, you know what I mean? Let's hear, how is it that you serve or wish to serve your community? That would be a great place to start.
Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate it. And that first clip of Mr. Dick Gregory that I played about the hope, I think about you, Minister, because in those who have been incarcerated and had to endure certain circumstances, because it's more than hope. You know, you have to adopt a certain mindset. You have to really tell yourself that you're going to make it out of this situation and believe it, and everything is going to work out. Because the minute you start telling yourself there is no hope, I may not make it, I might not make it, if I make it, then you really don't give yourself a fighting chance. And I think that's where we are as a country today too. We have to know we're going to make it through this. Not by our own might or power. We know that. We know to the Most High I'll be the glory. But we know we're going to make it through. Our hope is in the Lord, so we don't have a sense to question it. And we just have to keep doing what we're doing, serving our community, serving each other, and keep it moving forward. That's all I got.
That's a whole lot. There ain't no all you got. That's a whole lot you said. What we at 1:37. Yeah, okay, we got about 15 more minutes. So again, Catherine, after these 15 minutes up, we get out of here. We just need to know is the subject is speaking for itself. Justice will prevail. Reckoning is coming. It's coming, man. It's too many people have been disrespected, and some of them life been taken. It started with January the 5th. Y'all didn't do nothing about it, so here he is again. So you can't let him go. That's why the 27 psychiatrists say Mr. Trump is the most dangerous man ever in history time in that White House. He ain't got no, they got to move him and that whole crew and move him quick. Quick. We're dealing with systemic racism and narcissistic.
So do you have a few words for the audience as to how they can hold on to hope, Minister?
Yeah, they just got to get up in the morning, and while people send an email, they send an email. And they talk their way, I speak things in existence. Some people pray it. And get up and make it different and live out a new resolution for yourself, your wife, your family, your children, and you're just not married. Let you and your dating according be powerful and strong where y'all support each other. Because, again, our subject, justice will prevail. The reckoning is coming. It's coming. It's unedible. It's not going to be stopped. God is coming. He's going to deal with Houston and America and all the buffoonery going on because there's too much going on. Trump is shaking down America. I think it took about $4 billion so far. So it's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy. Leslie?
I'll always speak about preparation. And I think that's really important when we're talking about the reckoning of institutions. We're going to see that stuff start, really crumbling and falling down. And then that means that more, how do you say, structural deficiencies or that'll happen. So again, my wish and my message to the listening audience is preparation.
Yeah, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Is that what they used to say? Got to stay ready. And Brother Marcus, whenever you are available, you just jump back in as you can. But I have one more clip that I'll play before we get ready to go out.
The smarter you get, it seems the dumber you get. The smarter our intellectuals become, the more cowardly they become. This has something to do with this colonial education we're getting, because I know some great black minds. I'm in the university system. I see these minds. I talk. People, great minds. But that paycheck is going to dictate what's going to come out that mind. I'll come out your mouth of that mind.
And that paycheck is based off of that other piece of paper that they got to affirm their paycheck.
I got master's degree.
So therefore I get paid more.
I get paid more.
Therefore I'm controlled by your system.
I know the truth, but let me not speak it right now.
Nah, because I can't. I got to feed my family.
Right. Now, feeding your family is way more important than speaking the truth to a people that's going to treat you like they did Dr. King. If there was a reward to speaking truth, more people would. The true human resource is the mind. We never lost our lands. We lost our minds.
Whoop.
I was with him and Dougie Fresh about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I see you the picture.
I never do this. I usually let you do this. But you know what I'm finna do? I play that one more time. Because I got to make sure that the audience not just heard it. I need you to absorb what he is saying. I need you to absorb it. You okay with that, Minister?
We need to do what?
I said, y'all need we need to absorb it. So I'm going to play it one more time. Are you good with that?
Play what?
The last video.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Carol.
The smarter you get, it seems the dumber you get. The smarter our intellectuals become, the more cowardly they become. This has something to do with this colonial education we're getting, because I know some great black minds. I'm in the university system. I see these minds. I talk. People, great minds. But that paycheck is going to dictate what's going to come out that mind. I'll come out your mouth of that mind.
And that paycheck is based off of that other piece of paper that they got to affirm their paycheck.
I got master's degree.
So therefore I get paid more.
I get paid more.
Therefore I'm controlled by your system.
I know the truth, but let me not speak it right now.
Nah, because I can't. I got to feed my family.
Right. Now, feeding your family is way more important than speaking the truth to a people that's going to treat you like they did Dr. King. If there was a reward to speaking truth, more people would. The true human resource is the mind. We never lost our lands. We lost our minds.
My God.
I'll leave it there.
My man.
Thank you, KRS-One. Thank you, Nick Cannon, for that amazing clip. I feel it through and through. And I've experienced it. And I've had to check myself too, because I'm very outspoken, very everything. But I did find myself in self-censorship for a while. And it was difficult to come out of that. I even had that's a short story, had this one, my white director. He was like, I'm sorry, pale director. I don't know what you're supposed to say anymore. I give up. And so I was the only melanated person on my team. And nobody liked him but me, because he was just real abrupt and aggressive. And he could be rude and a butt. He's butt. And so he was like, well, Catherine, he wanted us to mirror him. He wanted us to be his prodigies and act like him. And I was telling him that it's not safe for me to do that. I said, because, I don't know. I said, I was frank with him. I said, it's going to be the Michelle Obama effect for me, because they had just come into office. And he broke his thing, his little thing. He said, I understand, and you're right. He said, you just have so much value to add, and you have so much to say. I just be like waiting, he said they would love to hear it from you. He said, but I understand. He said, just know I got your back. I got your back. And that was the end of the conversation, and we became the best friends. But because he appreciated that moment of honesty. But you have to be real with yourself and evaluate every day. But it was easier for me to speak out about other people than it has been for me to advocate for myself. So I'm still learning that trick. Leslie?
I think paychecks, and the label of conspiracy theory has quieted a lot of, individuals. I think once we get past that, the power is
phenomenal.
yeah, because we have it. It's just, it's kind of locked up. But yeah,
it is. But I think the answer is in getting our own, like the minister was saying earlier. We got to have our own businesses so we can, if we were employing ourselves, then speaking out wouldn't be an issue.
Facts.
Wouldn't be an issue.
And that was way back in 2020. That video we just watched.
Oh yeah, back when he had his podcast.
It's a historical moment though, because Nick Cannon is one of those people that you see on NBC doing those hosting gigs and MCing, and wilding out. He's married to Mariah Carey, got twins, got baby mamas all over the U.S., and he's still getting the opportunities from Nickelodeon and all that, right? So clearly, Nick is a chosen one, and if they did that to him, oh my God, what they gonna do to the regular folk? You know what I'm saying? If they go shut him up and be like, hey, man, let's pull these sponsorships and grand dollars and almost cancel Wildin' Out. Almost cancel Wildin' Out. That's a hood staple right there. We can't live without Wildin' Out, some of us, And so to know that he had to go on this apology tour, which was well thought out, because he didn't put himself first. He didn't want to just speak the truth and lose the resources, because when you lose, we lose.
Right.
So sometimes, you do have to, or do you? Nick actually chose the money route. He was like, you know what? I got DC Young Fly to think about, and 85 South Show, and all these other comedians that got families and stuff too. And so if I just say these things online, and then they try to chastise me, and I stand on my 10 like everybody wants us to, right? Stand on my 10. Where would that leave the people behind you?
You're right.
Now, I'm all about the First Amendment, freedom of speech. I don't want nobody to control what I got to say, but that's also why I'm a comedian. And I think comedians have more ground to cover than everybody else. A lot of people, you say one thing, you fire from the job. You say this, you just exiled. You know what I'm saying? You are, what's the word here? You are by yourself. You're solo. But when you're a comedian, you can say some things that most people won't say and put a laugh emoji at the end of it, or LOL. And and then have some more time to say some more things. But even comedians are apologizing nowadays. So yeah, you definitely want to watch what you're saying, man. But shout out to the First Amendment. I'm all about the amendments. You know what I'm saying? First, second, fifth, all of them. I like all of them.
1412. Well, I guess we've reached the end of our time. Let me check in. Maybe not. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, fam, for joining. If you're watching this on replay, again, please be sure to drop us a comment, like, subscribe, follow, share. We just love you guys. And I think we're getting better and better as we go. If you feel the same, put it in the comments. If there is something that you want to hear us talk about, a particular topic, put it in the comments. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and head out, and I will see you tomorrow. Y'all be safe out there. Love and peace. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you,
Have a good night.
Marcus.